What is going on, guys? It is our Hammond Games here, and welcome back to the channel for another video. Today we're obviously doing something a little bit different than what we have normally done on the channel in the past. Today we are doing a gaming video. I hope to do some more of these as time goes on, especially with waiting for orders to come in and stuff like that. And like I said, with having a PC, we'd be able to dive into some of these gaming videos. Now, talking about the video that we're doing today. Today we're playing Poppy Playtime Chapter 1. Now, I have already played this chapter. I've played 2 chapters of this game, and I've wanted to play the other ones, but since I've gotten back into doing videos, I wanted to play them on a video. So I'm going back and replaying the first one and the second one before we move on from that, and obviously building up to Chapter 5, which just recently came out. So that's why we're playing the first one today. I did not have the first one up on my channel yet, so I wanted to get it up. And like I said, I have played this, so it's not that I don't know what to expect with this, because I know what to expect going into it. But these games are super fun to play. So like I said, we're playing the first one today. We'll go from there with it, but I'm excited to dive into it. Let's go ahead and start a new game.
You are about to see the most incredible doll ever invented. Her name is Poppy, and she is the first truly intelligent doll in the world. A little girl can talk to her. Poppy gives her answers. She is the first doll actually able to have a conversation with a child. Hard to believe? Just watch.
Playtime!
Poppy's as lovable as a real girl, and she talks like one, too.
Hi, my name is Poppy. I love you. Can you help me polish my shoes?
Why, of course, Poppy. Just like a real girl, Poppy always wants to look her best.
Perfect! Thank you.
Her hair is sturdy and won't come out when you brush it, and smells just like a poppy flower. Is there anything else you'd like to say, Poppy?
I'm a real girl, just like you.
What's the time?
Playtime!
And if you've ever wanted to see how all of the nation's favorite toys were created, Playtime Co. is now offering factory tours at just $2.99 a person. An entire hour in the most magical toy factory on Earth. What are you waiting for? Come visit the factory. We can't...
Alright, so I'm not really going to be skipping anything, and at those parts I'll probably just be silent, just so that everybody can hear what's going on here. But knowing what happens in Chapter 5, because I've seen gameplay of all of the chapters, and knowing what happens in Chapter 5, going back and replaying Chapter 1, it's like, man, they kind of touched on this, or they hinted on this in Chapter 1, and you know, it's like little nuggets of information leading to what Chapter 5 is that we didn't think that we already knew about or heard about or whatever. All right, let's get this going here. Also, that whole mechanic,
Hi,
I think it's so
my name
cool.
is Leif Pierre, and I'm the head of innovation here at the Playtime Co. Toy Factory. If you're seeing this, then you're trespassing. Yeah, we play this little tape on loop whenever we close the factory for the day. So, trespasser, just to make you aware, while we pride ourselves primarily on our high-quality toys and excellent child care, we also pride ourselves on our security. For example, this facility is full of hidden motion triggers, which, once set off, will turn on the factory's emergency alarms and directly contact the authorities. And that's one of the more tame aspects of our security system. No spoilers. So, you've got my warning. It's not too late to turn around. I just hope that you're certain whatever you're doing is worth it.
All right, let's get into it. I know we got to go this way. Also love the little like tidbits of posters and stuff that are hanging up throughout this. I don't know. This is very like, this is up there for me with Pink Killer Red. This is up there with me for like the Five Nights at Freddy's series of games. Like, just the storyline gets insane. So oh my gosh, I already forgot it. I was sitting here talking and I forgot it. Now, there are people that speedrun this game and have this game done in under like 4 minutes. That's obviously not going to be the case. This is only my second time ever fully playing through green, pink, yellow, red. This is only my second time actually playing it through. Like, I know where to go for stuff and whatnot, but green. There we go. But yeah, like I said, it's up there for me with even like the Five Nights at Freddy's series, because the storyline, I feel like there are people when the 5th chapter came out that kind of haven't been following the storyline or whatnot, but I think that the story is up there with like the Five Nights at Freddy's storyline that they have going. So if I remember right, this is just the grab pack video, so I can talk through this. And I do hope that with these gaming videos we actually do get to do the Five Nights at Freddy's series. Some of the Five Nights at Freddy's games I've already played, like FNAF 1, 2, and 3 I've played, of like the original trilogy I've played, and then I've played Security Breach almost all the way through, like getting to 6 a.m. and that and stuff like that. So I think for channel wise, when we actually do go to do those, I want to do it in like timeline order, which would basically be putting the newest game first. But at the same time, I think it'd be fun to go through what the actual timeline would be for when these games came out and whatnot. So, but Bobby's Playtime, obviously you got to go chapter by chapter. So, all right, I have the grab pack now. There we go. I remember the first time playing through this, I was being so careful about like trying to find everything and whatnot. And I thought that I was gonna be missing stuff, and I think in this game there's only 6 tapes to collect. I think that's your collection piece, because the first game is not that long. But of course we gotta hit the sign. Power goes out, and I think the key pops up. High five, Huggy. All right, let's go to power. And then a lot of people get like annoyed at this mechanic too, like the power mechanic and whatnot. I think it's fun, like it's just another way of them throwing a puzzle in, per se. But do I have to spin? And yeah, we're just gonna go back out the door over here. But like these little signs, like and stuff like that, that add like detail to everything. So cool, so cool. Oh no, Huggy's gone. Which obviously, if you've played this game, you know that that happens. Yeah, I remember when I first saw Poppy's Playtime, I didn't pay attention to like the intro video or anything for who Poppy is. And I remember for the longest time I thought Huggy was Poppy. So and that is one thing that replaying like scary games is gonna have versus like when I go to chapter 3. That's what I haven't played yet and do videos on. The jump scares are just not gonna be there for me with this one. The second one may get me a couple times, but we'll see. We'll see what happens. I remember the first time. I gotta do it from. It is what it is. We can make that happen. Also just found out from watching a YouTube video that there's a skip here, like that you don't have to do like the batteries here and stuff like that, that you can just jump on the boxes and get to that. And I don't know, I'm not a fan of doing that. I want to do this the legit way. Know that the tape is there. Got that battery. Also remember, I struggled so hard the first time with this, trying to find all the batteries. I think I found all of them except for one, and then it was like a hunt to find that last one. Which right now we're kind of going down the same path here. Is there one up there already? If I remember right, there is. I totally did not grab it while I was there. Yeah, this first game, I mean, I kind of give my full thoughts on the first game at the end of it, but I guess I'll leave that. Nice. Put all these in here. Great. We get the hand. Like I said, I've played this already, so I kind of know where everything is. I'm not even trying to pretend that this is my first time playing this game. I just had not. If I wanted to do videos on 3, 4, and 5, the ones that I haven't played, I didn't think in my mind that it made sense to do that without having the other two on the channel. So that's why we're doing that. We just. What are we doing here? Give me the hand. Thank you. Oh, we didn't do the video. Let's go do that real fast.
Rich, where are they keeping the Huggy boxes?
I don't know. I couldn't tell you. Remember when maintenance left in a sweep of this place?
No.
Exactly. Nobody in this stupid company knows what they're doing. Oh, I swear, I haven't seen a single box in its place since they started flooding the storehouse with orphanage junk.
Right.
I get it. It's a nice program and all, on brand, but it's just hard to be happy about it when manufacturing's on our necks about it, because we can't find stupid Huggy boxes.
Rich.
You're right. You're right. It's for the orphans. I just wish there were less boxes. Anything less would be more habitable. Is that even a word? Habitable?
All right. But yeah, like I said, I personally like the storyline and where it goes after this game. I think this game, obviously, like they started telling the story and whatnot, but I don't think anybody thought that it was gonna blow up to what it is nowadays, with having 5 chapters, possibly, obviously, the cliffhanger in the last one. But oh man, I remember this. I hated this. I don't remember how I did this. I went around here. There's one. Gotta go from here. Oh, well. Gotta go from here. And no. How did I do this time? Oh, you know what? I got it. I think. Never said I was going to be perfect with puzzles, but down like that. Bam. There we go. And that's not how I think I did it the first time. The first time I like tried to get around like the rolly thing, the things on the conveyor to not fall all the way down, and then I shot it back across, but I'm also not at the point where some people are with this game, where like some things feel very repetitive and whatnot. I've not gotten there yet, but power, yeah, we gotta go up there and do that. But I do know that there's a tape somewhere. Don't fool tape is. That's gonna be unfortunate, because that's gonna be the one that we're missing. We've gotten every single other one. Can't get back there. Either. I don't even remember what color we're looking for. Maybe I should go find that out first. Probably help out, but I know that there's a tape in this room somewhere, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah. Is it on the catwalk later on? That's a possibility, I guess. It's gonna be the longest piece of this game is me trying to find everything for it. I don't think. Dang it. Forgot there's two of these. Which I think, yeah, that's what I did last time. Okay. We gotta get this set up here. There's that. Came around this way then. Not how I did it. How did I do this originally? You'd think I'd have this like memorized, because it only gets harder from here. The puzzles and stuff. Also, I'm trying to see if I see the tape from up here. I want to say it's on that. How did I do this last? Okay, let's try it this way. This game, other than like the final chase sequence, because I used it as like kind of like, oh my gosh, we fell. Okay. Well, I guess while we're down here, we can look at the tape. But this game, I've also only played once outside of that chase, or outside of the final chase. So this is another one of those where I don't exactly know where everything is. I don't know. I obviously know that there's a tape somewhere. And I'm really blanking on where it is at the moment. That's so unfortunate. I really thought it was on. I don't know. I do not remember. It's okay though. We'll live. Alright, let's try this again. That? I'm struggling on literally one of these things in this entire series right now. If I do that doesn't give me enough to... We just fell again. Oh, man. I'm gonna look on this for a second. Like I said, I know it's here. You know what? I do remember now. It is. But I don't remember though. How did this? This is the part that's gonna take us a minute. Check that back. I know that that's not. There it is. Jeez. It's like just sitting and thinking about it for a second. I was able to figure it out. All right. Now we can fall back down here for real this time. Just to then turn around and go back up to the top again. Tape should be one of these. Okay. Or I'm tripping. But it's not one of these. No idea where. While that's doing that. It was over here. I know it was. It was like tucked in the stairs going up. I literally do not see it anywhere. I know I found it in my first run of this game that I did, but I guess we're just gonna have to miss that one because I don't want to spend too long just looking for that. But I'm sure you guys have seen the tapes, and they all are, so. Because like I said, I could have sworn. I could have sworn. Unless I'm tripping, but I thought it was tucked into like here and reach in, you grab it, and do I like secretly have it and I'm just being dumb? I don't think I have it. No. I mean, I've looked where I thought it is. Not in between. Not down here. I know somebody in the comments. It's right there. Like I said, I've played the game once before. I found it the first time playing it, but for some reason I do not see it. Oh well, we'll live. Alright, so how I said I was gonna give up on looking for that, totally did not give up on looking for it, and then it just rang in my head where it was, and we found it, so we can listen to it.
So, Stella, what made you want to work at the Playtime Co. factory?
Playing with toys when I was young was so magical. I could go straight from my bedroom floor to anywhere in the world. It was such a great feeling. And being able to work at a toy factory, somewhere that can provide kids with that same experience, that's a pretty great feeling too. Sometimes though, I really wish I could go back. To being a kid, I mean. And it's weird, because adults are just kids, but older. I don't think anyone ever really feels like an adult, but your body just gets older and older, and then you die. Poof! Human bodies just can't stay young forever. There's things, though, like some trees that can stay alive even while being way older than a person. I mean, the oldest people to ever live are still younger than those. So I guess everyone is always young relative to something. Right?
Alright, I think we're getting a little off track.
Alright. Now we can progress on, which is basically, I think, pretty sure, if I'm not mistaken, the chase is next. So. Nobody leaves without a toy. Alright. If there's any point in this game we were gonna die, it's gonna be now. I was gonna sit there and look at Huggy, but decided not to. Let's go. There he is. Multiple chances that at seeing dude. there he is, coming at us. Oh my gosh, I almost messed up where I was pressing buttons. We get to the slow part of the conveyor. Made it through. Nice. I feel like, so that was the scene that I was doing to like test whether this filming setup that I have, how I'm doing this is gonna work. And I practiced that run so many times, like just trying to film and get the audio right and whatnot. So that's why I could get through that so smoothly, I guess I could say.
Final log. In relation, experiment 1006, the prototype. Coordination and cooperation is evidently within his skill set, as well as the skill set of all other experiments of his type. Though still missing, today's events are no doubt in relation to him. His absence was a flaw in the scientific process, which should have under no circumstances been left unaccounted for. That's why I'm making this log, so that the same mistake won't be made twice. Any future experiments will need to be contained and disposed of in a secure location. I'm not worried about myself. One breakthrough and I'll be back. We must forge onwards in the name of science, whether those who are beneath us understand it or not. End of...
To be continued. Oh, run, stop, back, danger, turn around. Why would we not think about listening? Like, but your first thought is, let's walk in here and see what's in here. It's a very, very peaceful end to the game, though. And this is pretty much the moment that you're setting everything else in motion.
You opened my case.
The end of the first one. I do think that this is a very strong beginning to it, because I don't think that they thought that, I don't think anybody thought it was gonna blow that it did. Like, the first one did enough to introduce you into the world, introduce you to the chase sequences that you're gonna have later on down the line and stuff like that, and the whole factory, the start to the storyline, really, because they mention, you know, I mean, they don't go deep into the storyline in the first one. The whole, you know, trying to find Poppy, get her out of her case, prototype, stuff like that. You know, you're starting to dive into that a little bit. So I think it's a good start, this series. I like this game. I think it still holds up with the rest of the series, and it is a very, like, vital one to either watch somebody play or play for yourself to understand the rest of the story, because you got to know kind of the start of it. So it's good, though. I like it. And then we make it back to the beginning. But yeah, like I said, I think the first one's good, and we'll kind of dive deeper and deeper and deeper into the story as we go here. Like I said, I've already played this one and chapter 2. So once we get to chapter 3, that's whole new ground for me. I haven't done those, but I do look forward to playing the rest of them, and hopefully you guys are looking forward to it as well. So, and I like I said, I do want to bring more of these gaming style videos to the channel, whether it's scary games, whether it's something like Minecraft, doing like a Minecraft series and stuff like that, just gaming videos in general, I want to mix into the channel. So if you guys enjoyed this, let me know in the comments down below. If you guys want to see all the Poppy playtimes, if you guys like the gaming videos, whatnot, let me know in the comments down below. Also, reminder, Friday we will be live again streaming. Again, I had a ton of fun streaming the first time back. Can't wait to dive into that again. And yeah, like I said, that's gonna do it for me here in this video. Hopefully you guys enjoyed it, and I will catch you guys in the next one.